Undisputed champion, world champion, tag team champion, intercontinental champion, and dare I say it?
You say it, Chris.
United States champion. Yeah, the only title I've never had. I'm gonna get it tonight, Kevin. I'm gonna get it tonight. You know what the best thing is? We're best friends, right?
That's right.
So after tonight, we're gonna be the WWE Universal Champion and the United States Champion at the very same time.
Together.
Together.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah, right? The only thing that's standing in my way is that greasy American muttonhead, Roman Reigns.
Yeah. That giant, walking, oversized bottle of hair conditioner, Roman Reigns. But you know what? You're gonna beat him.
That's right.
Then you're gonna take that U.S. title, and we are gonna take it back to Canada and make it better.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's turn it into
The Canadian title.
Same
Yes.
time. Jinx
yes.
by
Oh, that's great. I gotta ask one thing from you, Kevin. I mean, there's something I need from you tonight.
I need it.
Well, I mean, I need you.
Oh, say no more. After the way you had my back in Hell in a Cell last night, I got you. You know what? It's time to do this. Let's go out there and get
it. Come on. Let's go, champ. 2 champs.
That's right.
And the it that Chris Jericho is talking about is the United States Championship. The one title that's eluded Chris Jericho in his career. He has the opportunity to bring it home tonight.
And of course, look who's with him. His devoted best friend, the WWE Universal Champion.
I don't like the sarcasm in your voice, Saxton. No surprise, Byron. Kevin Owens just told Chris Jericho that he's going to back him up out there.
Yeah, but you know what that means.
Well, the question is, will Chris Jericho be carrying the United States Championship across the pond as Monday Night Raw heads to Glasgow, Scotland next week?
You should pay attention as well, Cole, because if Jericho wins this, he's going to make it the Canadian Championship. So Glasgow might actually see the Canadian title defended on their soil. What an honor would that be?
Can you imagine both of these men with titles around their waist?
Well, we never hear the end of it. They'd have to make Halloween every day because the entire country, the entire world would want to dress up like the best friends.
You know, Roman Reigns could have taken the night off after that grueling Hell in a Cell match versus Rusev, but that's not what Roman Reigns is all about. Jericho wanted a title match. Roman Reigns obliged.
From day one that Roman won the United States Championship, he vowed to be a fighting champion.
Reigns versus Jericho for the United States Championship. Our main event is live next. And on Monday Night Raw.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United States Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, Chris Jericho. His opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing 265 pounds, he's the United States Champion, Roman Reigns.
Byron, do you think that Kevin Owens will be an impartial cornerman in this matchup for Chris Jericho?
Well, I think history says absolutely not.
Hashtag U.S. title as Reigns defends against Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho was an integral part in Kevin Owens retaining the Universal Championship, and hence why I think Chris Jericho kind of, I don't want to say begged, but made it very clear he needed Kevin Owens at ringside for his match.
Yeah, but last night, Roman Reigns had the hell beaten out of him by Rusev. One of the most grueling Hell in a Cell matches I've ever seen. Jericho wasn't even in an official match. He was out there as the support for the WWE Universal Champion. There's no way Roman Reigns retains this.
And Jericho just threw a scarf at Reigns and now attacks him with the right hands, backing Reigns into the corner. Jericho looking to strike early.
You can almost see Roman Reigns a little slow from jump. anybody that's been an athlete knows it. It's not during the competition. It's not during the match. It's the next day that the pain really kicks in. Your body's stiff. Your muscles are sore. The bruises are twice as big as they were before. Roman Reigns has got to be feeling like hell right now.
No doubt. Roman probably partook in a couple ice baths after Hell in a Cell. He obviously is beat up and hurt, but the fact that he wants to be a fighting champion and did not hesitate to put the championship on the line tonight against Chris Jericho says a lot.
To your point, Corey, Roman Reigns felt the shoulder tackle. Now the hip toss to Jericho. Again, favoring the left arm. Reigns underwent a tremendous amount of punishment last night at the hands of Rusev. Steel steps, kendo sticks, and a Hell in a Cell, and everything else in between.
And we've seen that Roman Reigns has a superhuman threshold for pain. We saw it last night after what Rusev did to him. That said, Roman's he's got to be off tonight, and Jericho is in tip-top shape.
All right, Chris Jericho, think about what motivates him in this matchup. Not only the fact that he's never won the United States Championship in his career, but that his best friend, Kevin Owens, holds a title, holds gold, and Jericho would love to have gold of his own.
Jericho wants to feed his ego, of course.
Oh! That's not going to help. Roman Reigns. And Jericho with a drop kick. Veteran Jericho trying to sucker Reigns in.
It's amazing to think in the 26-year career of Chris Jericho, over 30 championship reigns, he's never held the United States Championship.
6-time world champion. 9-time Intercontinental champion. That's a record.
When you're a competitor of that caliber, you know, I would say more so than just to have a nice addition to the trophy case, it probably eats at Jericho a little bit that he has never been the United States champion.
What's interesting about this match as well, all three of these men will be on the same team for Raw in the traditional Survivor Series elimination match versus SmackDown Live in 3 weeks. Braun Strowman, part of that team as well.
A lot of egos, a lot of conflicting personalities.
A lot of dominant forces on the same side.
And Jericho, high cross body, lateral press, isn't enough to put Reigns away, and a 2-count kick out. Oh, what a right hand, did you hear that?
Jericho felt it.
Incredible impact.
Explosive response that Roman Reigns is known for.
And Jericho sent over the top rope and out for the floor.
Roman Reigns might be a half a step slower tonight, but when you're swinging hands like that, you can afford to be.
Yeah, and there's the other factor right there. Gotta worry about Kevin Owens watching around the corner.
Kevin Owens told Chris Jericho, I got you. And he's out here for his buddy. Has not been a factor yet. Jericho off the barricade.
And Roman said after Hell in a Cell on Raw Talk last night, exclusively on the WWE Network, I'm the only guy who can handle Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens.
Look at Owens just wandering around out there, keeping his eye on Reigns, just within, just down.
Oh, watch out.
He's going to strike now. Wait for that to come. Face first into the post.
Yeah, you knew it was only a matter of time.
KO strikes. It's Jericho's opportunity to take the United States title. Chris Jericho during the commercial break as he tries to take the United States Championship from Roman Reigns in our main event here on Monday Night Raw. And Jericho can thank his best friend, the WWE Universal Champion Kevin Owens, for giving him the opportunity, the upper hand in this matchup. Ooh. And Reigns rips first off the barricade. Look at Owens wearing Chris Jericho's scarf.
Like a devoted best friend, huh?
Tibetan ox or musk ox or whatever it is.
Pashmina.
You two sound like a couple of fools talking about fashion. Jericho's a fashion icon.
Jericho with a kick right to the ribs. And this is what I was talking about, how Kevin Owens turned things around. The referee Byron has his back turned.
And Owens waited to pick his spot right here. Driving Roman Reigns into that steel post.
And disappearing like smoke.
Much like what happened to Seth Rollins last night inside Hell in a Cell, 2-on-1 affair.
Well, again, now you see why Chris Jericho said before this match, Kevin, I need you out there. Needed him out there as an insurance policy.
And what is wrong with that, Byron? That's brilliant strategy. If you have a best friend that can help you get an advantage, what's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that. Have your best friend out there to help you cheat to win
Covered by
championship.
Jericho for the championship. Forearm right in the face, and Roman Reigns has to power through it.
Heaven forbid you actually go out and try to win a match on your own.
Oh, well, let's see. Or I can have my best friend come out, give me a hand from time to time, and we both get rich at the same time. I'm failing to see the error.
The problem here for Roman Reigns is the longer this match goes, the better it will favor Chris Jericho, because Reigns went through that grueling Hell in a Cell match last night against Rusev. Reigns cannot be anywhere near 100%. United States champion trying to make it back to a vertical base, and he does. Powers out with the rights and lefts to the midsection of Jericho. Whipped into the corner. And Reigns a bit slow as he got caught by Jericho again. Perhaps the after his night, and Jericho lands on a second turnbuckle.
Reigns wincing in pain, but trying to suck it up and refocus. Got himself a valuable window of opportunity.
And here comes Roman Reigns. Clotheslines. And a big one there.
Like I said, I'm used to having to compete in the deep end, having my back up against the wall, having to prove that I have what it takes to survive. And with every blow, perhaps the chances of Chris Jericho becoming United States champion are dissipating.
Cover by Reigns, hooks the leg on Jericho, and a kick out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Monday Night Raw. We are live tonight in Connecticut's capital city of Hartford. This is our main event. Roman Reigns, the United States champion, defending against Chris Jericho. Jericho's buddy Kevin Owens is at ringside. Jericho lands on the apron, up to the top rope now. Jericho caught by a right hand by Roman Reigns, and the big dog starting to hunt.
The big dog has his target firmly in mind.
Drive by. Roman measuring his man. Samoan drop. Hooks the leg. Jericho at 2. Remember, Roman Reigns did that on a steel steps last night to Rusev inside Hell in a Cell.
Just one aspect of the brutality that we saw in that matchup.
Each minute that passes, Roman seems to grow more confident, almost like he's getting refreshed the longer the match goes. Adrenaline kicks in, the pain goes away, and here comes a Superman punch.
Kevin Owens looking concerned. Reigns went for the Superman punch. Jericho ducked underneath it. Jericho turns him on his back. We're going to turn him into the walls of Jericho. Submission maneuver in the center of the ring, and Reigns, powerful lower body, allows him to get out of it. An elbow caught him on the nose.
Stunted Roman Reigns and all the momentum he had.
Kevin Owens playing trap, and Lion Salt blocked by Reigns.
Does Reigns have enough? Sizing up Jericho, lock and load, try one more time.
Jericho caught him, rolls him up. And out Reigns to the right.
It looked like Jericho just didn't quite have enough in him, enough reach to finish rolling Roman through.
Looking for the code breaker. Roman Reigns, though, the power of the champion. Slides down. Jericho, now he's going for the walls again.
Roman fought it once.
Walls of Jericho!
This time Jericho has it cinched in.
Reigns with nowhere to go. Will Reigns tap out?
All the pressure on the lower back of Roman Reigns.
How much more pain can Roman Reigns withstand from last night through tonight?
Look at Roman trying to power out of this. Roman Reigns able to roll through, grab a Chris Jericho and deliver the right hands, and Jericho fighting back as well.
Hard right hands from Reigns.
Reigns hitting Jericho right in the eyebrow. Will swell your eyes shut in a hurry.
But has the damage been done to the lower back of Roman Reigns?
I think the answer was yes when this match began.
Maybe not. Oh, set out power bomb. Cover. Is it enough? Oh, I thought he had him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, look at the panic there from Kevin Owens.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. That was a little too close for comfort. I'm not sure that the referee... I don't think it physically could have gotten any closer without the bell ringing.
And Roman Reigns knows that. Roman Reigns knows how close he was to putting this match away, to putting away Chris Jericho. Watches again. Almost had
Oh
him.
my goodness, the referee with the best viewpoint in the house, obviously, but that was too close.
Maybe the beginning of the end. And Owens on the apron. Jericho from behind. Rolling up Reigns to the toe. Kick out. Talk about close calls. Jericho almost had Roman.
Jericho staggered back in the ropes off of a massive Reigns right hand, and out goes the big dog.
Yeah, Reigns dunked over the top rope. Back to the apron. Here comes Chris Jericho.
Superman
punch! Knocking Jericho out of midair!
Third try was the charm.
Reigns is feeling it. Spear! Cover! Owens! And that'll be a disqualification. Reigns will keep the championship, but look at Owens unloading on Roman Reigns.
And Kevin Owens knew very well that Roman Reigns was about to beat Chris Jericho.
And now an all-out assault by the champion.
Roman Reigns exhausted, brutalized from the match last night, from the match he just experienced, and now the WWE Universal Champion picking the bones.
This has been the MO, Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho, this 2-on-1 advantage.
Like a pack of hyenas just tearing apart the big dog. Relentlessly.
And Jericho and Kevin Owens now looking to maim, looking to damage Roman Reigns.
Able to attack at will.
No.
Kevin Owens. Oh, man. Went with a pop-up powerbomb and switched it into the code breaker.
Oh!
Owens didn't want to see this man. The architect, Seth Rollins, still seething from what happened inside Hell in a Cell last night. And Rollins making a beeline for the ring. And here comes Seth. Goes right after Owens. And now Seth Rollins and Jericho. The man who delivered the code breaker inside Hell in a Cell to Rollins.
Rollins got to be infused with bitterness from last night.
Owens taken out.
Coming so close to becoming Universal Champion.
Rollins risking life and limb for revenge.
And this time he clears out Owens again.
At this point, Rollins doesn't care. It's mission take out Jericho, take out Owens.
Seth Rollins is cleaning out Jericho and KO.
Jericho down.
We're going to see it again.
And Kevin Owens saving his best friend from an irate Seth Rollins. Owens and Jericho averting disaster.
For now.